anyways, it is dumpster dive day today. Hopefully from now on Mondays. Actually, you know what? I say that, but next week is it's going to be on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm busy on Monday, so it will be on Tuesday. But that's all right. Consistent dumpster dives from here on out. Because I'm not as busy as I was for the past few months. And also, all right, please stand for the national anthem.
Garbage day! Huh? No.
It's garbage day. Let's fucking go, baby. And today's topic, I keep forgetting I have that emote. Today's topic is, I asked viewers to send me something funny or interesting or, you know, otherwise just, I don't know, that would be good to watch on stream from their country or state. Or region. I don't know. I kept it vague so that we could get lots of submissions. But we'll see where this goes. I have some things to share from states that I have lived in, but I'm actually curious. I think we have quite a diverse viewer base here, which is kind of nice. Like I don't know. I just talking to people in the Discord. We have people from all corners of Europe, some people from Asia. And a lot of people from various corners of North America. My submission is just Breaking Bad, the only interesting thing in New Mexico. I've never been to New Mexico. I said that and then I immediately rethought it, but I think no, I have not actually been to New Mexico. I've been to Arizona a bunch, and I've been very, very close to New Mexico. But I don't think I've actually been into New Mexico, believe it or not. So where should we start? I think I'll just go right into the submissions, and I'll save my own stuff for last. Let's see, I'm scrolling up to the beginning here. Let's see. Okay, Sneeze submitted two videos and did not say where he was located. I actually think you're -3'5". You're closer to the truth, yeah. Let's see. So there's this. I'm gonna just guess where he lives based on this because I think this is his first submission. This is a legendary video.
And to the earth I one day will return. What's up, mother shuckers? My name is Colonel Cornelius Cornwall, and I'm here today to introduce you to
a classic video.
Corn.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I love corn.
It's a North American cereal plant that yields large kernels on a cob. It is also called maize.
You can submit in the Discord.
It's easy to get lost in its incredible flavor. Side effects of corn
Ohio?
may include choking, I guess. Come down today and try some corn, or we...
Okay, thank you, Slimesicle. Very enlightening. And then Sneeze also submitted this, which I think gives me a little bit more information here. Your guess is Nebraska. That would be a good guess.
Jones to the outside of Sano.
This is Indy 500 Biggest Crashes compilation. So I'm guessing that Sneeze is from Indiana. Which Britta thinks is not a Midwestern state, but I disagree. It is very much Midwestern. No videos about Gary, Indiana? Oh my god. Do we educate the people about Gary, Indiana? Holy shit! Okay, wait, I'm interested.
Press coming out of 4. Trouble! Hard crash.
Whoa.
First car in line, Coletti.
Saavedra, Coletti. Watch this. Again, the safer barrier did its job.
Did its job. I know, I believe these cars are like, not that people haven't sustained like injuries and died like doing this stuff, but I believe these cars are like remarkably safe to crash in, if I'm not mistaken. But still, they look brutal. Why is there no one here? Is this like during COVID?
Daly spins and
I guess you could drive, like you could race during COVID. Why not?
was a massive hit. Here we go. Connor just loses it on
Wait, these
the
are
power.
all. Do people watch? Why are the stadiums like empty?
Down way low.
I thought the Indy 500 was like a huge event.
And in the back here,
Okay, here we go. Here's one with the crowd.
Will Power just missed it.
The COVID might jump out of the car and attack people. So true.
That car is certainly
Yeah, here you go. This one has a
Light
huge crowd.
moving inside the car. He's
Holy
going on the
shit.
inside of Brian
What?
Hunter-Reay. This reminds me almost of Dan Weldon's crash here in turn
What?
34 quite a few years ago. And
Okay,
the
that car is
went
just
up into
gone.
the fence, which is almost
Reduced to
reminiscent of Eddie
atoms.
Brack's accident at Texas quite a few years ago, guys. Very, very lucky.
Yeah, I would assume at
So
minimum
you
they
see
have
that
roll
he got hit
cages.
on the inside and up over the
Holy
top, and you can see
shit.
Brian Hunter-Reay moving his hands, and he looks up in front of him.
Okay, I think I've seen enough. But man, what? Yeah, the roll cage is at work there. What do you even do? Okay, Retro literally just submitted a video called Breaking Bad. It is not just the television show Breaking Bad, it turns out. Oh, it's a news clip, okay.
They had a big impact on Albuquerque, putting the city in the television spotlight for years.
Jesus,
Today,
take the
Breaking Bad
wheel.
actors Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul returned to New Mexico. News 13's Jessica Barron has a look at how the city is honoring them
This
and
is
what they
so
have to say
funny.
about Albuquerque.
It's kind of cool though.
Thank you to all of us. We all had a hand in it, including the city of Albuquerque, which was, as the mayor said, not just.
They
a
both look
location,
like
we were
completely
just a
different
host
people
for
from their
a
from their
character in the
characters.
show.
The bronze statues were unveiled at the convention center by Mayor Tim Keller and actors Bryan Cranston.
Those are
and
actually
Aaron
pretty
Paul.
good.
The statue pays tribute to the two iconic main characters of Breaking Bad, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Mayor Tim Keller says Breaking Bad continues to bring in thousands of dollars in tourism every year. The show's last year was in 2013.
We remind people that while the story
When was
might be
this?
fictional, it's still powerful, that jobs are very real. Every
10 months ago, goddamn.
The show's creator,
So this
Vince
just
Gilligan,
happened.
commissioned the
They're all
statues
there.
and donated them to the city. A member of the New Mexico Film
Oh, I see.
Foundation says the show tried to capture the true colors of Albuquerque.
It really represented us, and it brings people here that they can
ADHD
identify with a
captions.
certain part of that. It's really good. Economically, the tourism dollars are just phenomenal.
That guy looks the
Sony
same as
Pictures
Bryan
and Vince
Cranston.
Gilligan say these
Right
statues
now,
are an
at least.
appreciation to the city and people of Albuquerque for providing such a wonderful and picturesque home for Breaking Bad.
Pog.
Jessica Barron,
The show about meth making. just as a reminder.
KRQE News 13.
All right, that was the whole thing. Cool. That's cool. I don't know anything about Breaking Bad, so this is enlightening. You got to watch. That's a great show. That is truly a great show. Every bit as good as people say. Oh, here's another an entry for Minnesota. Although this could really apply also to any Midwestern state. Another legendary video relating to corn.
yeah!
Oh, whoa. What are we doing here? Excuse me? Hello?
Hell yeah! Corn! Yeah! Yeah! Wow! Corn! Yuck! Fuck you! Fuck you! Wait! Yuck! Yuck! Gross! Blech! Blech! Fuck you! Fuck! Get out of here! You're a piece of garbage!
Also works for Ohio.
You! Fuck you! Yuck! Yuck! Yuck!
The McDonald's of Breaking Bad would be Breaking Bad. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure about that one. Wow. That's a very interesting thumbnail I just got in my recommended. Oh, it's a Will Neff video. Very nice. That yuck is powerful. I wonder where that was recorded. I actually wanted to look at the description and see if it says. It doesn't really matter though, because it kind of just captures the spirit of the Midwest really well. Someone said, I like to think he's on public transport and everyone around him is silently agreeing with him. Imagine he's on like a bus full of people just yelling at the top of his lungs. No, the description just says credit, not me. LOL. Okay, cool. That gives us as good of an answer as we're gonna get. All right, here's one from the good general in Discord, and I'll just let you guess what country this is from. It won't be hard. It won't be hard at all. Everything you need to make the perfect beans on toast. Baked beans, uncut bread. Specifically uncut bread. Okay. We'll let him cook. We probably shouldn't, but we'll let him cook. Wait, what kind of beans are these? I always just picture these as like Bush's baked beans. Branston baked beans. Those don't sound real. Alright, you put the beans in the pot. Where are the Heinz beans? No, they gotta get that Bush's baked beans. Looks like SpaghettiOs. It kind of does. It does not look like our, like, baked beans that we have in the US. Like, kinda, but not really. Like, I feel like the baked beans I always have in the US have, like, a thicker sauce on them. Like, I would not put those on toast. But then again, you really just shouldn't put beans on toast. It's my opinion, of course. Boom! Holy shit, the editing is next level. That does look like really good bread, and he's about to fucking ruin it. That actually looks like excellent bread. Is there a time limit for how long the submission can be? Not like a hard and fast time limit, but like... I mean, keep it probably under like 15 minutes. Because I wanna try and get to everything. I probably won't, but... French toast is the shit? Agreed, it's very good. It's actually been a while since I've had some French toast. Britta says, not gonna lie, I'd try beans on toast. We are divorced now. It is what it is. I thought he was gonna drop it. Get it golden. Wait, it didn't toast on both sides? It actually didn't toast at all on the other side. Okay. Cook the beans until the sauce is thick. And what? And what? And unctuous.
Unctuous.
Excessively or ingratiatingly flattering. Semicolon, oily. Having a greasy or soapy feel. I wouldn't want my beans to be unctuous. Are you kidding me? That is not a good word. That's not the word I would use to describe really anything that I would put in my mouth or eat. I guess unless it's just oil. No, that doesn't sound good at all. Disgusting. Beans gotta be oily so they slide down. Britta, I'm rethinking our whole relationship based on the way you're talking in chat. The toast looks good though. This oil is absolutely unctuous. Alright guys, get ready. Oh, butter first. I mean, he's just making, like, a pretty nice piece of toast right now. Yeah, peeling the butter's a little odd, but... it gets the job done. It looks like Parmesan. It looks like really thick grated Parmesan, or like, what's that other cheese that you'll sometimes get in, like, kind of, like, big, like, chunks on pizza? Nothing slaps harder than buttered toast? Yes, but have you tried beans on toast? Oh, he's just really heaping it on, too. Then what do? Do you eat it with, like, a fork? What about buttered toast with cinnamon? That does sound good. I've had that before, like cinnamon and brown sugar. Hell yeah, that's really good. Oh, that's just an absolutely heaping helping of beans. He won't even explain. How do you eat this? I don't even know. Do you just, like, dig a fork into it? Or do you, like, pick it up? I feel like the beans are gonna just slide right off, especially if they're nice and unctuous. You pick it up. Man. I don't know. The Brits have it wrong. I think there was like a whole... Yeah, here we go. As long as we're on British food, here's another video, also submitted by the Good General. And I think this one maybe gives
So my dad is from England, and so I was raised on some classic English food. My dad was raised in post-World War II Britain.
Okay, so right off the bat, this guy sounds American.
A time period of economic
But I guess he
decline, bread
grew
rationing,
up maybe
and the
by
worst culinary atrocities
British parents.
known to man. Many that still continue to this day. For number one, we have beans on toast.
Yeah.
Imagine this. You wake up on a Saturday when you're a little kid. You're pumped to watch some cartoons and maybe eat some pancakes. Oh, yeah.
You blend the
About to
bean
put
toast
whipped
for daring to ruin buttered toast with oily beans. Found a video. It's a bit far down in the channel. Hopefully I'll get to it. I am going to try and watch shorter ones mostly. So if it's on the short side, I'll probably get to it.
cream and chocolate sauce on...
Nope. Beans. Enjoy the teeth.
See, back in my dad's time, all they really had was bread and canned food. That was it.
Okay.
There's not much you can do with that. So
what is back in my dad's time? How old is this guy? He sounds like he's in his 20s, maybe. What does back in my dad's time mean? The 70s?
So the meals people ate during that time involved bread, beans, tomatoes, and other food you can stuff in a can. And when you have a whole generation of poor fucks raised on this shit, they go and teach it to their own kids. And then their kids.
He said his dad grew up post-World War II. I mean, technically everyone in chat grew up post-World War II, unless any of you are like fucking 90 years old. So, it doesn't really mean a lot, does it?
Teach it to their kids. And then you end up with a whole subculture of British Instagram where people are posting breakfast pics of fucking beans on toast.
What the fuck is this, bro? Is that like a Kraft single? No, it can't be a Kraft single, but it's like a slice of really shitty looking cheese. Oh, this is somehow even worse. And it's like not even toasted. Bro, that's just like that's a slice of bread with like unmelted cheese and then just a slopping of beans on top.
And next we have banana buddies, another abomination involving bread. This time it's with sliced bananas between two slices of bread. It's literally...
I mean, okay. Have you ever had like a peanut butter and banana sandwich? Like that's pretty good. Banana buddy though is crazy. That's a little crazy.
Just a banana sandwich. That's it. For number 3, we got bacon buddies. Now I swear by bacon buddies. You got bacon, you got toast. Combine the two, bacon buddy. This legendary meal is always there for me.
You gotta
after a
like,
night out
I don't know,
drinking.
you gotta like
Next,
put
we
some
got
cheese on there
toasty.
or something.
And yes, this again
That's
is
just a grilled
a
cheese.
cheese sandwich. But when your country was bombed for 8 months straight,
Banana
you gotta
and
make
mayo
cheese
sandwiches sound awful.
a little more
I do
positive
believe
and
you, but
fun.
it sounds
But
awful.
Let me break down this naming system for these foods, or rather, the lack of sensical naming system. So apparently,
okay. This all just seems like drunk food, but I feel like I'm kind of like getting the picture here. It's just everyone in the UK is drunk all the time, and so this is like good food to them, right? Like that's the only explanation. That's the only explanation. Throughout history and into the modern day, they're all just drunk over there. Have you seen the pubs? I mean, I haven't actually been to England myself. I've been to Ireland though, and I can only imagine it's fairly similar. Why have I been cursed with seeing beans on toast? Welcome.
It seems like buddy is just British slang for sandwich, or between two slices of bread. You know, you got
and
the
I
bacon
don't like
buddy,
it. Sleepy
banana
Dodo, thank you for
buddy,
the follow.
But then that begs the question, what the fuck is up with cheese toasty? Why did they break the naming convention? Banana buddy, bacon buddy, cheese...
See, I think it seems like it's because these don't have to be toasted. Although I would want this toasted. This one, I don't know. But this one definitely has to be toasted. There's one time Suggestive was talking about Buddy in the Discord, and we all were like, what? Yeah, I kind of remember that now that you say it. Bread with Nutella and bananas isn't bad, but plain bananas doesn't sound good. Yeah, you need some kind of like base, I feel like.
Cheese toasty? Why not cheesy, buddy? No one knows. People start drinking in England at the age of 12. Who gives a shit? No rules. Then we have black pudding. This piece of shit food
this
is
stuff
a
is
delicacy
insane.
over in England.
What's up,
and it's
Sneeze?
literally beef blood and fat mixed with oatmeal. They were really running out of ideas with this one. For number 6, we have...
Yo, Sneeze, we already got to your videos, and my guess was that you live in Indiana. But honestly, the corn video could apply to like 90% of the Midwest.
Spotted dick.
Spotted
This is
what
what happens
now?
when your main tool for cooking is a giant cauldron. You just throw in some dough,
I do live
add in
there.
some
Okay,
water,
okay.
and fuck it. Some of that leftover, dried out, rotten fruit you forgot about last week. It got its name because, well, British people think dicks are funny. Hey man, you know what would make
Spotted
these
dick was my
tasteless,
nickname in high
flavorless,
school. Let's
bland
go.
peas way better? If we mushed them up so they look like fucking baby
Oh, that's
vomit.
baby food.
Dude, I have an even better idea. What if we did that and then we put them on top of French fries? This is why countries raise the drinking age, so we don't have an entire generation of people who think mushy peas are an acceptable thing to dip French fries into. Like, seriously.
Okay, every picture of this looks different, but they all look awful.
See, what is this? Get this out of my sight. For number 8, we got Toad in the Hole. Now, this is a perfect example of the laziness that lost Britain the great empire.
Okay, this looks like, if I had to guess, this looks like Pigs in a Blanket with like way more laziness. Way more laziness. Like, it's like you couldn't even be bothered to I just hopped in stream. What the hell is this? I love how people are coming in and wondering what the hell I'm doing. You will see. You will see.
It used to have. You know how if you're from USA, you've probably had Pigs in a Blanket or some form of sausage.
I'm just saying
wrapped in
everything
dough.
he's saying
Apparently,
ahead of
they're
time.
too good for that over there. They can't be bothered to individually wrap sausages. And let me explain something. The benefit of wrapping them individually is the ratio of sausage to dough. If you just toss some sausages in randomly into a pan of dough, what if there's a whole section that's just
insane.
dough? You don't want to take a bite of something and have it be just plain dough. Puh! Next is pot pies. Now this is the one thing England has going for it. When it comes to pot
I like
pies,
shepherd's
England
pie.
is the champ. There's really no competition. Last time I went to England, I got a beef pie in a random little shop on the street, and it was straight up an out-of-body experience. Well anyways, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.
This guy he sounds like he's from the American South. Anyways, good video. Bad food. Assaulted my eyes. Oh, this is from Yeedicus. This is riding a claustrophobic elevator capsule to the top of the Gateway Arch, which is in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's check it out. I've lived in St. Louis actually, but I was too young to really remember anything. I don't know that I've ever been up in the arch. Maybe I have. This is such a random thing, by the way. Like, St. Louis overall is a pretty unremarkable city, but they built this gigantic arch there, and it's a national park for some reason. And all you can really do is, like, go there and just go to the top of it. Like, it's cool, but, like, it's just like, why St. Louis? Why a giant arch? Like, and there's fudge. Interesting. I didn't know that, but there you go. There's also fudge. But yeah, I mean, let's check it out. It looks nice. This is like a beautiful lobby area. Not very accessible considering you have to walk down to the elevator. And those do look extremely claustrophobic indeed. Ooh, I kind of hate it. Why do I get the feeling those seats would be sticky? It's because of American expansion, Manifest Destiny, kill all the natives, blah, 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 boring. Yeah. Some of them are usually a 50-50. Interesting. I'm actually not that far from St. Louis. I should go back. Some of them are really sticky. I've actually been in the arch. It sucks. I wonder if it's kind of like the Washington Monument, which also kind of sucks. This seems cooler than the Washington Monument, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, at least you have a door. I feel like this would be horrifying if you didn't have like a glass door that you could see out of. Yeah, Britta, I knew you would hate this. Okay, we can skip ahead. This is literally just riding an elevator. Did they like pick up another passenger? What's going on here? Okay, here's the top. So you get out. You got little stairs. This music plays the whole way up too, if you can believe it. See, and then you just have these tiny little windows. Okay, and it's definitely like COVID sanitized right now as of the recording of this video. Wow, okay, that's a neat view. Oh! If you're in a wheelchair, you straight up cannot visit this. I think that's actually true. There you go. Anyone who's got fear of heights, I apologize. Let's see the view at the other side. And from here, you can see all of Missouri. And then he just goes back down. All right, cool. There you go. That's the only interesting thing in Missouri. The back view's a little depressing. From Majuri, we have Meanwhile in Finland. I actually have another Finland video that I'm aware of that I would like to share. What is this? What is this, bro? What's up, hyena? Don't worry, I was gone for a while too. Actually, Kansas City, Missouri seems kind of nice. I would like to visit there, and I'm not far away from there either. This seems... Okay, honestly, every time Majuri posts pictures of Finland in the Discord, I always think this looks like it could be Minnesota. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, this is the kind of thing that would also happen in Minnesota. So I kind of feel like Finland is just like Nordic Minnesota. Does that make sense? Finland is not a real place. Alternative opinion, but kind of based. I would go to Minnesota if that's the case. Well, get your ass over here. What's up, Bard? Police will come soon. Oh my god, this like failed motion stabilization is like making me sick. Quick hydrate. Yeah, don't drown. Virtane! Finish sounds dope. Alright. He's not actually drowning, right? Say something! Wait, don't drown. Oh, there he is. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, wait. Okay, this is my favorite video relating to Finland. It's 7 seconds long. Here we go. What do young people do in Helsinki?
What do young people do in Helsinki?
I think drink alcohol, take drugs, suicide.
That's the whole video. That was all I knew about Finland before I played White Hell. And honestly, my mind has not been changed. My mind has not been changed at all. All right, from Flippy, here's turkey slander. I don't know if I'm going to understand this. I hope I will. I'm always saying this. So based. I don't know if I will understand any of this. Oh fuck, this is like super copyrighted music. Turkish parents find out that their child doesn't want to be a doctor. Like the price of an ordinary grocery... Wait, what? Oh. I see. Inflated money joke. I don't know what that word means. Most peaceful day in Hakkari? What the fuck? Tourists who exchange their money into Turkish lira be like. I mean that's actually true for a lot of like Eastern Europe and probably Asia as well. I found is that like unless it's on the euro, the exchange rate from the US dollar is fucking like insanely good. Am I having a fever dream right now? These videos are usually that way. All right, I don't think I'm Turkish enough to understand this. I apologize, Flippy. I feel like the funny thing about all these slander memes is like you basically already have to like understand or be a fan of the thing to like understand it anyways. So I'm sorry, I'm not an average turkey enjoyer. What is this? This is all in Russian. Granddad destroys his grandson because he doesn't love
from American Psycho.
So true. Slander. I'd watch it. Granddad destroys his grandson because he don't love metal. Wait, did the title get like auto-translated? Because on Discord it shows up all in Russian. And then okay, let me just show this. Granddad destroys his grandson because he don't love metal, and then it just says Russian dead is based. All right. Oh, I need a little more volume.
Смотри, я капитан. Служил честно 3 года, блядь. Капитан, я в натуре, смотри. Я в натуре, блядь. А ты кто? Ты пацан.
Okay, there has to be like an original video, right? There has to be an original video.
Ты будешь в армии, не пойдешь в армию, сука. Ой, блядь, нахуй. Ты какую группу уважаешь? Ты какую группу уважаешь? А? Я Deep Purple, смотри.
Yeah. Deep Purple, yeah, based.
Я ненавижу Егора Пугачева.
Average interaction between father and son in okay, and then it's playing Deep Purple. I'm so lost. New God of War looking crazy. We must know the next God of War location. It's Russia. It's just Russia. Okay, Dave submitted a few. From Italy. From our resident Italian, Dave.exe. What is this? 128 bits, 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bits, 1 bit, Italian history version.
128 bits.
64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bits, 1 bit.
What? Okay. What to eat in Naples? Is this literally just gonna be like Italian food porn? Because I'm down. Unless this is a shit post. Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name is Luis and today I'm in Naples. Hi, my name is Luis and today we're in the beautiful Naples, Italy, to try the best foods from breakfast to dinner.
Okay.
And the snacks.
Holy
and
shit, wait a second.
And gelato. So for breakfast, we're at the Sfogliatella Mary, where you can find a true typical sfogliatella. You can tell it's a good place because there's many locals in the line. Which better way to enjoy this simple Italian breakfast than here in the street, looking at the Vesuvio volcano? Because Naples,
damn, that's beautiful. Suddenly I want to go to Naples.
Italian street food, in a way.
Dude, every shot of this video has been absolutely immaculate. What the hell?
The ingredients are sfoglia, which is layers of goodness, And inside
this is like a
there's
pastry.
ricotta cheese and
Oh,
the
shit.
candied orange.
Whoa!
I don't love canditi, but it's typical, so.
That sounded good to me.
They're still warm, and the caffè macchiato is my favorite. It's
Nipples
it's like a
in
little
Italy.
cappuccino. It's an espresso, but with a little milk foam on top. And now for lunch, I'm gonna eat the most
Yummy.
iconic dish of all of them, the pizza, which was invented here. Pizzeria da
Okay,
Michele.
so I was actually wrong in both regards. This is both like a serious video about food and a shit post simultaneously. And yeah, there's perpetually like some kind of protest going on in the background, which is
It's considered one of the best pizzerias in Naples. Grazie mille.
my parents went to Italy for a honeymoon. Britta and I are thinking about
The
it.
thing that I love personally is when it's burnt. You know, it's a real wood oven. That's
Yeah,
tasty.
wood-fired pizza's got to be a little burnt around the
The guy
edges.
told me,
That
"You're
looks
not-
great.
You're never gonna taste this again. It takes like 2 minutes to make.
Womp womp Lamau, thank you for the follow. Okay, the only thing I don't like is it's like dripping tomato sauce. I feel like the sauce has to be just like a little bit thicker than that. It looks good still though.
It's just like 5 ingredients.
It's probably oil. Oh, it could be
Water,
oil, that's
tomato,
true.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, the sauce looks fine.
Olive oil.
Yeah, it's the oil.
So
It's
simple,
definitely the
yet
oil.
So good. You don't need nothing more.
You are
no
correct.
toppings. The mozzarella fior di latte is truly something else. They told me it's a kind of fior di latte that doesn't make too much water, so it doesn't become wet and mushy. €5.50. It's a
Damn,
pretty
cheap as hell.
good price. The mozzarella was truly the best part of this pizza.
I get it now,
I'm so
Dave,
full
exactly.
That I need an espresso to help me a little. Before I drink a coffee, I want to try this weird lemonade, and it's called acqua frescaio, which means fresh water maker or something. It's a lemon juice with
The fact that like this has somewhat the same energy as like the what is it called? The Dave Portnoy pizza reviews, the One Bite pizza reviews, where like he's always just eating the pizza on the street in New York City, where there's always just some like insane shit happening in front of him. Like that, the contrast from like the actual like food review to the background is like the same kind of energy.
sparkling water and baking soda.
What the hell?
Una, sì, grazie. You're supposed to drink this thing with your legs open.
With your
It's very
legs?
good
Oh, with
for
your legs
digestion.
open.
Very fresh.
I was
And now
like, what does he mean? You're supposed to drink it with your legs?
after that baking soda, I'm gonna drink a good espresso. The most important part of the day. So this is how you drink an espresso in Italy. You drink a little sparkling water before,
ACAB applies to the policia.
and then your shot of espresso. I'm still hungry, and we're gonna go and have a little frittatina. There's a big line outside, so it's good. Frittatina da Di Matteo. It's deep fried.
You don't have a
pasta.
mouth on your leg? I should really work on that, honestly. The leg snake.
So it's pasta, meat, peas, provola cheese, and bechamella, which
Yep.
is a cream sauce.
Yeah, oh my
And
god,
it's
dude.
deep fried in a bowl. It's a good snack. You know, if you're walking, you'll be walking a lot in this city.
Holy shit.
So eating this amount of calories, it's kind of good, you know. You need a little energy.
I'm very hungry now, yeah.
If you like fish, you should try Pescheria Azzurra, but I'll go ahead and try another snack. And this snack is called pizza
Something else
fritta,
fried?
which is literally a deep fried pizza.
What?
Folded in half. It's got
Bro, how are Americans not making this? How have Americans not discovered the fried folded pizza? There's no way. There's no way that Americans haven't. Oh, it's called a calzone. He called it something else. That is true. That is kind of a calzone, isn't it?
provola cheese, tomato, pepper, and ricotta cheese.
Why does it have a? I guess it has a different name in Italy, in Italian. It looks, no, that looks different than a calzone. I don't know. That looks different than a calzone to me. I heard calzone stands for calorie zone. Have you heard about the Brazilian hot dogs? They're absolutely loaded. No, I haven't actually. We have not. I remember the pizza though. They had kind of a nasty pizza. I know that it's probably not all nasty. I just remember the pizza with like a shitload of mayo on it. The American South has probably discovered it, TBH. Yeah, you might be right. South has deep fried Oreos for some reason. We have that at our state fair up in Minnesota too, so it's definitely not just a South thing. Mayo on, it was a lot of mayo on pizza too.
So this is aperitivo time. They sell Aperol Spritz for €1. This is a Spritz. It's just a little drink before dinner to enjoy with your friends. It was €1, so there's lots of people.
€1.
There. You get what you pay for. I'm not
Aperol Spritz is good.
So yeah. So the aperitivo was very good. Now it's time to go to Trattoria da Nennella, which is a restaurant.
I love how his cameraman is always like a mile away from him.
Here in the Quartieri Spagnoli.
It's too many slices.
Maya, ci sei, Maya? Vieni.
This place was recommended to me.
That was
by
so
many people
aggressive.
from Naples. You can have a complete menu for €15. Let's say this place encapsulates the Quartieri Spagnoli lifestyle. So it's very simple, very generous. I think I'm gonna go with pasta with potatoes, provola cheese, and
This is a great
pancetta
video.
is kind of a bacon, the Italian bacon. And then I'm gonna go with meatballs with tomato sauce. The meatballs were very meaty. As a side dish, I'm gonna go with the friarielli in padella. It's a vegetable thing with it has chili flakes, so it's a little spicy.
Ooh, that actually sounds kind of nice.
Good.
It doesn't look
I
that
don't know how
appetizing, but
they
it sounds
make it.
nice.
It's very cheap. I mean, €15 for a whole menu. They probably cut some costs.
That is kind of cool, though.
I'm gonna go to have a little gelato.
What is happening? I have to know what's happening. Yeah, I think it's a football thing. It has to be a football thing. But like the chaos in the background is insane. I have to know what's going on.
Gelato Mennella.
Ooh.
So the gelato is made with fresh milk. This is the real deal. You should try pistachio and the Italian version of
Ben went into 6-1, cry for the Weeper.
Which better way to end a beautiful day in a beautiful Italian city than with a great gelato. If you combine all the meals I ate today, it was
This
less
is,
than
guys, this is
€40,
just an
which is
average
very
day
cheap.
in Naples. Wow. That is really cheap.
All right, guys. This was a
Insane.
very good day, and hopefully you're gonna try what I tried when you come to Naples.
I want what he's having, that's for sure. Okay, we need to read the comments a little bit. Can't wait for the next episode, what to eat in Ukraine. That was an excellent video. I might honestly subscribe to this guy. That was actually a very well put together video. I've never heard of this guy before. His channel is just named Luis. I'm sold though. That was, wow. They are riots. Yeah, it doesn't say anything in the comments that I can tell. This was posted very recently. I didn't realize they were rioting in Naples. Okay, one more from Dave. Quality submissions so far. Wood-fired pizza? How's pizza gonna get a job now?
Giusto, qua c'è una
No,
spigola.
collega, rimuova quella spigola. Chiede ai commessi di intervenire. La richiamo formalmente. La richiamo formalmente. Collega Bonanno, abbassi.
Yo, what the fuck did he do to Joel?
Collega Bonanno, la richiamo per la seconda.
I love how he's like trying to take the fish from him. Like, what's that gonna do? Then that guy's just gonna have a fish.
Collega Bonanno, lei.
Okay. Italy is insane. Confirmed. Jesus Christ. Size 2 is real. Shut the fuck up. All right. This is another one from Flippy. He says, you don't need subtitles to understand it. It was timestamped. I'm not sure why.
Oğlum sen de amcık, sen de burada müşterisin. Gel buraya.
No, unavailable. Okay, he's right. There are no subtitles, and I don't understand it yet.
Uyanmayacaksın lan içeri. Havayla gidin lan. Lan gözün amına koyuyorum. Gel buraya gel. Senin amına sokacağım. Sen bu bayiden dışarıya çıkma oğlum. Bak. Senin amına sokarım. Bak amına. Tamam. Arama bak lan ipneye bak lan. Tamam. Sen dur karışma. Bir dakika bir çıkar dışarı çıkartalım bir dakika. Yok ipneye bak kardeşim. Amına koyduğum Ali yaşıyor. Ya burada olmaz da bak.
I think they're mad. Yeah, good call.
Burada olmaz. Aga.
Wait.
Burada olmaz. Aga.
What is he throwing? Okay, that works. What? Yeah, okay, those are bottles. Jesus Christ. Yo, Mr. Bean throwing hands. What the hell? He just keeps going. What the fuck? Average day in Turkey. Average Turkish shopkeeper. How long does this go for? Oh, he keeps that motherfucking thing on him. Holy shit.
Subscribe to Dumper Man.
Yo. Piss indeed. Valentino, thank you for the 15 months of tier 3. I always forget you're a tier 3 sub. You're the only tier 3 sub, and also the only tier 2 sub. Which I don't know why you would sub at tier 2 or tier 3. It doesn't get you anything, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the 15 months. Alright, I think I've seen all this video has to offer. Yeah, he just keeps throwing stuff. This man is willing to throw his entire supply to keep some hooligans away. And I kind of respect it. What is this? This is another video that is just titled in Russian. From Marie Moth Enjoyer. What am I getting myself into? It's even subtitled in Russian. Great. I've never seen any video from Russia except dash cam footage. That's a lie. I've also seen videos of homunculus. What am I looking at even? What am I looking at? Okay, that's some kind of... Is that a rat? What? Beaver? Water dog. Water dog. The dog with the water on him. I don't know what I'm watching, but I don't not like it. He's just chilling. Yeah, that's a capybara for sure. It's a stoned otter if I've ever seen one. Is this in just like, where, like... What is the, like, context here? I guess we'll never know. He's got a big funny nose. Yo, Levon GM, thank you for the follow. Okay, interesting. Here we go. I was waiting for someone to post a Tom Scott video. I thought that you could probably find a Tom Scott video for like pretty much everywhere in the world, but here we go. This city with 100 private cable cars.
Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, is a city built on steep hills. If
Wellington.
you're a tourist, you will probably stop by the Wellington cable car at some point, which will pull you up from the main shopping street to the Botanic Gardens. But if you're local, there are more than 100 other cable cars in
I'd
the
love to
city,
go to New
and they are
Zealand.
definitely not for tourists.
I purchased this house at the end of 2020 and we were just looking for a house. We weren't looking for a cable car house, but this house just came with a cable car and
Something that I've noticed about the New Zealand accent compared to like the Australian accent is that they say they're like their E's like I's. So she goes like the end instead of the end. I just find that interesting.
we found out that the previous owner had some like mobility issues and that's why she installed it. And I've been living in this cable car house for about
It's definitely
2
not
years.
exactly the same, but it's
Automation has
close.
installed approximately 300 cable cars around New Zealand. Majority of those will be in
3 car.
Wellington because that's our base, but we also do installations all around New Zealand and all around the Asia Pacific for that matter.
So I have a friend who has a cabin like on a lake, and he basically has one of these things. He basically has one of these things that goes from the cabin, which is like up on a hill, like down to the lake. And it looks pretty much like this. It's a little jankier than this, but it serves the same function.
I've got lots of different names. Hillside lift, incline lift, probably a more accurate description. The Australians call them inclinators, which is a pretty cool name.
This isn't just about
Oh, those
laziness
Australians, they have a word for everything.
or having something swish to raise your property prices. There are quite a few houses in this city that are up on hills and only accessible by long flights of stairs or twisting, winding pathways tucked behind other buildings with no direct road. There are even some cable cars that give access to several different houses along
Yeah, no,
one
this
track.
is cool.
Our larger cable cars
Oh, that's
are for
really cool.
commercial installations for hotels and resorts. We're looking at 800 kilograms, 10 passengers, up to 200 meters in length.
Wow.
And some of them go on almost vertical cliff faces. They're really
Oh my
spectacular.
God.
A typical small residential cable car would carry 2 people, might run 15, 20 meters.
Yeah,
Be
that is
ideal
actually
for a
really
retired
cool.
couple or just to get access to their home. We
Yeah,
still get a lot of-
this one is pretty much what my friend's lift looks like. It's got a track with a cable, and then there's stairs that run like basically next to it, with a little more space between. But it's very similar to this. Some of these other ones are crazy though.
Inquiries for new cable cars. A common inquiry is for people wanting to develop the back of their section. In the old days, they would tend to build the houses close to the access point to the road, but with the cable car, it gives the option of opening up rear sections. There's road access to the front lot, but if you've got like a 30 or 40 degree gradient hill, it's not practical for people to walk up 40 or 50 meters up a gradient like that. So that's where the cable car comes into its own. The bar
that
for
one
safety
is
always
insane.
going up. And that's one of our challenges, is to
Wow.
meet the very high requirements for safety without making them unaffordable. A small installation, you're probably starting around 200,000 New Zealand dollars these days. There's significant investment.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money. If cable cars didn't exist, people in New Zealand also wouldn't. So true.
lug bags of shopping or anything else heavy up 20 meters of stairs, or if you're older and worrying that mobility issues might mean you have to leave your home, and you've got the money to install one of these, it is actually a reasonable approach. But cable cars like this aren't cheap, and like any other elevator, they have to be regularly inspected and certified.
Yeah,
well, it seems like they all have to be like custom fit to like the location they're going in too, which is really interesting. Because like not all hills are built the same, so you have to come out there, you have to measure it, then you have to build a track specific to the location it's in. So that alone would be really expensive. Everything is a custom job.
Moving in and never having owned a house before, and suddenly the house needs a warrant of fitness, which is something that I'd never thought about. It's something I've only associated with cars in the past.
So cable cars are covered by the building.
Well,
Act.
that one
They're
like just
actually
barely
considered
goes
to be
under the.
buildings.
That's crazy.
They require an annual warrant of fitness, and our company is registered as an independent qualified party to be able to inspect the cable cars.
These cable cars are the same as elevators in any other block of apartments, just open to the elements and not quite vertical.
I think it's worth it.
They are
if
fun to
you're
ride in.
older, like as a young, very quite fit person, I was a bit like, oh, okay, I guess I just have this annual expense now. But it is like fun for.
Bro, I don't even care if I moved into a house and it just had it. I would use it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, fuck it. Like it's such a unique thing. I'm gonna use that shit all the time. Why not?
parties and everyone loves the cable car, and it is great when you're moving house.
Yeah, it'd be nice for that
Access
too.
Automation pretty much 30 years ago, and so we've been designing and building them and maintaining them for that long. It's been an absolutely fabulous experience, but I sort of feel like it's time to pass the baton on now. That's something that requires new blood to really let that flourish. It needs to be taken beyond what I can do. I guess the most satisfying part of this job is the fact that we're doing something that helps people.
Yeah, groceries
We allow
too.
people
That's
to
a good
stay in
point.
their homes longer. At the other end
Cable
of the
cars
scale,
are
young
elevators with the
professional couples, we allow
hangover.
them to develop properties on hillsides and sites that wouldn't otherwise be able to be built on. So we're building a product that's got a human element to it. I guess that's why I've been doing it for so long and still enjoy it.
Cable cars are so cool. I wish New Zealand was real. Me too, buddy. Me too. Okay, that was cool. That was very cool. I think the next one I'm going to do is this haunted places in Louisiana. I think this is kind of long. And I can't watch both parts, I don't think. This is from Valentino, resident Louisiana expert. It's going to get spooky up in here.
From sprawling plantation homes stalked by the tethered spirits of their former owners to historic
Yo, this guy is like a budget chills. Burger King foot lettuce.
universities where the ghosts of students
Is this Chills? No, the Speakeasy. What the hell? It literally sounds like him.
long since deceased still roam after
I might not be able to watch this whole video if the voice is going to be like this.
dark. Are you prepared to brave some of the most haunted places in Louisiana? Number 5.
How is this not Chills? It has to be. It fucking has to be. Photos, yeah. Doesn't say who. He's purposely going to that voice. Yeah, it's insane though.
The Man Shack.
The second one is 6 minutes, I think. Which one should I watch? Which one is better? Because I'll watch one of the two. This one's just a little long, is all. Number 9, man urinates in public vehicle. 6 minutes, yeah, I agree.
From prominent
9
mansions
minutes.
harboring ghosts tied to their violent and sordid histories, to the death sites of some of America's most infamous outlaws, where it's rumored
The first one is better, but I got stories for the second
one.
one. Okay, I'm down. It's 9 minutes, but
Our second list of picks for some of the most chillingly haunted
okay. His voice is still bad in this one, but it's better somehow.
places in Louisiana.
Number 15.
Number 5, the Chalmette Battlefield. The Chalmette Battlefield, which is located in none
Number
other than
5.
Chalmette, Louisiana, just to the south of
It's
New
gonna be so
Orleans,
hard to take
is
this
a
seriously.
significant historic site that, on January 8th of 1815,
Number 5.
amidst the War of 1812, actually hosted the Battle of New Orleans, which was a decisive victory.
Yo, wait, this is actually kind of cool. The Battle of New Orleans is really interesting because at least from what I remember from like my American history classes, it was fought after peace had been made in the War of 1812, and the news just traveled so slow that the news that the war was over didn't reach New Orleans in time, so they still battled, which is kind of dope.
For America, and that's now widely considered to be one of the most important confrontations in American history as a whole. While the Chalmette Battlefield may seem quiet these days, not surprisingly when considering the hundreds who bled and died across its bounds, long-standing legends claim the expanse haunted by the restless spirits of those lost in combat, and both staff and visitors to the landmark have reported
message was
disembodied
3
voices,
months late.
the
That's
phantom
even
clash
funnier.
of battle heard over the horizon, and encounters with ghostly soldiers that appear so real they're often mistaken for actors. Other reports.
This is like every time I hear shit like this, I'm not necessarily like super anti like haunted and ghost shit, but like there are definitely places that are creepy and like feel a little bit paranormal. Like you don't have to make up shit like people seeing soldiers, like ghosts of soldiers, to make it scarier, right? Like it just is it's so dumb to me. It's like and they even claimed that people saw the ghosts of the long past soldiers. It's just like, come on, stop. It's not real.
Ghosts of Pepsi Man?
Inconceivable.
Entail gunshots and cannon fire without source heard late through the night. Extreme cold spots felt in adverse weather, and instances of objects moving on their own, or of personal possessions going missing and being discovered in odd places later while parties are leaving the park. Easily the most famous apparition documented at Chalmette is that of the Lady in Red, or the Red Lady.
Documented? I'm sorry.
This manifestation is the ghost of a woman, either a nurse or a civilian, who was killed in a crossfire during the battle. And into more recent times, chilling accounts tell of her spectral form observed floating unnaturally right near her death site.
Okay.
Number 4, Shadows on the Tesh.
Yeah, it's very hard to take seriously. Which one should I watch, Valentino? Is there like a particular one? It actually sounds exactly like Chills. And I don't know what's worse, if Chills has just like a million channels where he does the same thing, or if there is an army of dudes that are like trying to sound like Chills for some reason. I love the part when he shows actual evidence. Me too. Yeah, I love how he said it was documented, but he then did not show any evidence. The entire thing. Okay, we'll watch
Shadows
it.
on the Tesh, which is located in New Iberia,
I'm just having trouble with this guy's
Louisiana,
voice.
is a historic house museum dating back to the early 1800s, when it was constructed under sugarcane planter David Weeks alongside his wife Mary C. Weeks. Today, their creation is considered amongst the finest examples of Louisiana plantation architecture.
Mute it
Acts
and
as a
just
massively
try to figure out what's going on based on the video. The whole thing is just stock footage. No, he at least shows like pictures of the place. You know, one place that's haunted that's really interesting to me is the like Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. And that one is particularly interesting to me because like an actual metric ton of just like inexplicable fucked up shit has happened there. And I'm not saying it's haunted or that it's ghosts, but that is one unlucky hotel, let me tell you. And not only that, but it hasn't like been made into a tourist destination. Like if anything, the hotel has like rebranded and tried to get away from like the whole like it's haunted thing. So that makes me even more curious about it.
Famous icon of such. Over its many years, the old mansion changed hands a number of times and even acted as a hospital through the Civil War. Not surprising when considering its early association to slavery.
Five Nights at Freddy's IRL.
In the hospital
Brain rot in my chat. IRL.
This now prominent museum is rumored to be haunted by a host of ghostly entities, and both staff and visitors have reported objects sighted moving on their own.
Are we zooming in on something important?
From within the walls, and encounters with a range of full-bodied apparitions. One more famous entity encountered on site is that of a ghost dubbed the Lady in White, who, according to local legend, is
like the
ghost
same
of a
story.
young woman that was taken by yellow fever sometime through the early 1900s. Chillingly, the Lady in White is observed often across museum grounds, clad in white that's nearly glowing. Also reported throughout the former plantation are extreme cold spots and temperature changes, instances of doors and windows opening or closing on their own.
I've played Phasmophobia,
children heard
and let me
playing
tell you, it's a banshee. Open and shut. I don't actually remember what the ghosts are like, and like which ghost is which in Phasmophobia. I feel like I'm listening to a big run-on sentence. I feel like there's a certain type of brain rot where like when you start like making like commentary YouTube videos, you listen, like you hear the pauses and you're like, man, I could just cut that pause out. And then like the more you do that, the more like even smaller pauses start sounding wrong to you, and then you kind of just turn it into like a whole mashed up like run-on sentence. I've been guilty of that. I'm trying to get away from that actually because it's a problem. I remember that one time someone drowned herself in the hotel's water reserve, fucking up the tap water for months until they finally found her corpse. Yeah, that was at, like Britta said, that was at the Cecil Hotel. Liza Lamb is her name. Yeah, that is a very interesting story. And there's some weird footage of that too. But it doesn't seem like anything like paranormal happened. It seems like she just had like a manic episode and things just went wrong. I don't know though. I mean, who's to say what actually happened? For the second place, me and a couple of friends went there on summer break because we were in town that day. The place is unsettling. Thought I seen some shit, but like, bro, the place is so fucking old. You sit in the hallway and you hear the boards creak from the heating and cooling of the wood. It also leaks and smells like old people, so that didn't help. Nice place if you take out the paranormal shit, that is. Interesting. Let's go to the next one.
Crayshon Point Plantation. The Creation Point Plantation, which is located out of Sunset, Louisiana, is a historic abode that was constructed in 1831 under Hippolyte Creation, a wealthy sugar planter.
Creation.
And it was designed as a classic example of Greek Revival architecture, featuring an elegant two-story porch framed by large white columns. Historically, over the years, this old plantation would play host to a number of significant events, namely through the Civil War. During the Battle of the Irish Bend, Confederate General Richard Taylor would utilize the property as his headquarters, and its grounds would also later play witness to a skirmish between Union.
I am kind of wondering how much of this footage is just like stock footage. Probably all of it, but these photos seem like they're real.
Forces. Incidentally, the whole of Creation Point is believed to harbor a number of restless spirits resulting from the battle, from those enslaved across its grounds.
Like this is not Louisiana.
Who died to accidents or natural causes near, and those frequenting the area have reported footsteps.
People there really hype it up to make it paranormal. Yeah, that's why I find the Cecil Hotel really interesting.
Encounters with a range
because they don't do that shit at all. That is Missouri, yeah, or Wisconsin, or honestly just Minnesota too.
Also recognized as the Lady in White. According to legend, this...
They gotta get better about naming the ghosts. I'm sorry. The Lady in Red, the Lady in White. Come on, you gotta get better than that. How many Lady in Whites are there?
Is the ghost of a young woman who passed tragically on plantation grounds. And much like our other Lady in White, this spirit is also observed in an almost glowing white dress, and sometimes toting a parasol. Also reported across plantation grounds are inexplicable noises and commotions, unexplained
Lady in
movements
Pastel,
in darkened spaces, and extreme cold spots in random temperature
yeah,
fluctuations.
you think they ever just switch houses for a while?
Number 2, the death site of Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde died in Louisiana?
The death site of Bonnie and Clyde, which is located in Gibbsland, Louisiana, is the significant...
I don't like this guy. This is the scariest thing I've seen so far. He looks like he's looking right at the camera. Wait, is he behind my head? Yeah, he is. Can I zoom out enough to... Just like, that guy freaks me out. He looks like he's looking straight at the camera. It's really freaky. Anyways.
Death site of Bonnie and Clyde, which is located in Gibbsland,
The lady in the neon green vest.
Significant historical location at which, on May 23rd,
She was a traffic crossing guard.
The notorious outlaws
died in a
Bonnie
tragic
Parker and
accident.
Clyde Barrow were ambushed and gunned down by a troop of law enforcement officers, simultaneously symbolizing the end to the arms and technology lead crime had over law enforcement prior. Historically, Bonnie and Clyde were wanted criminals, and at that point had been on the run for over 2 years. During which time they participated in a slew of violent robberies, murders, and various other criminal activities. Their run,
Beware the
which
lady
they
in the
spread
Crash
across multiple
Bandicoot
state
costume.
lines, would result in them being revered as folk heroes by some and hated as cop killers by others. On the
What is haunted about this place? I'm not sure I'm like understanding.
The ambush leading to their demise transpired on a rural road out of Gibbsland, where a troop of officers...
The lady
which
in
included
broken
the
high
legendary
heels.
Texas
Unironically,
Ranger
that's a
Freddie
better
Hanna,
name than the
set a
lady in
trap
white.
that resulted in the unsuspecting couple's car being riddled with
The
over
grass is too long.
150 bullets,
They're too
and
scared to
also
mow
in
it.
Their instant deaths. While the place the nefarious couple took their final breaths has since become a tourist attraction, many who come to visit for the history end up getting a little more than they bargained for, and those
Bargained
frequenting
for.
the locale have reported a host of supernatural phenomena.
Our Lady of the Charred Visage, unironically, name goes hard as fuck.
With visitors and officials telling of disembodied footsteps and of the sounds of a car that isn't there, of phantom gunshots, and even of encounters with a range of full-bodied apparitions, including the likes of a
Gee, I wonder what the phantom gunshots could be. Surely couldn't just be people hunting in the woods or whatever. Phantom gunshots, my ass. Come on, man.
spectral troop of officers and the manifestations of Bonnie and Clyde themselves. Number 1. The USS Kidd. The USS Kidd, or DD-661, is a Fletcher-class destroyer that derives its moniker from Rear Admiral Isaac C. Kidd.
Rear
who died
Admiral is
aboard
such
the
a good
USS
title.
Arizona during the infamous attack on Pearl Harbor.
Does it shoot
Historically,
ectoplasm?
The Kidd would serve the U.S. Navy from 1943 to 1964.
Falls through your hand,
Participated
yeah.
in several
Only
major
ghosts
and
can wield it.
significant campaigns through both World War II and through the Korean War, after which, in 1982, it was transferred to the state of Louisiana to act as a museum vessel in Baton Rouge. Chillingly, and despite its long and illustrious history,
Yeah,
the
this just
USS
seems
Kidd
like a
has
cool
earned
place.
quite the reputation for its purported hauntings and inexplicable activity, with both staff and visitors to its bounds reporting a range of occurrences, including disembodied voices and footsteps, instances of doors opening and closing on their own, and a constant feeling of unease, as if someone or something
That just sounds like shit that would just happen on an old creaky ass battleship.
unseen is always watching. One of the most famous ghost stories associated with this prestigious vessel tells of its
Or just
resident
other people there touring,
who,
imagine.
according to legend, is the spectral
Ghost
manifestation
fish.
of a woman who died aboard sometime through World War II. In some versions of this tale, it's told that this mystery lady was actually a nurse who died of natural causes, while in others, it's claimed that she was a sailor who was KIA. Whatever the case, reports of encounters with her ethereal form persist into the present, with the bulk of said sightings occurring.
This guy's voice, the longer you listen to it, the more it just turns into like white noise. Like nothing is like registering in my mind that he's
mainly in the
saying.
engine room and captain's quarters. But it would seem the Grey Lady.
Yeah, ghosts feel like when people talk about seeing ghosts, I feel like 90% of the time they talk about seeing like women. Why is that? There's got to be some like reason for that, like something in like the human psyche that makes you see like, or makes you somehow like hallucinate, horny. That's it. Yeah, you nailed it. We figured it out. We cracked the code.
Isn't alone aboard the Kidd, as other stories tell of encounters with ghostly sailors.
Women
in
and
white
ghosts are both
uniforms,
scary.
or of the phantom echoes of men
They've
shouting
never
and
seen a
firing
woman
guns,
before.
and several have also
Gee, that
described
sure looks
extreme
like what I
cold spots
imagine a
felt
woman
in
would look
adverse
like if I had
weather,
ever
and
seen
objects
one.
that move on their own. Taking its fascinating history into account and coupling that with such an impressive assortment of associated ghost stories and
Okay, I'm done. I think I'm done. He made an episode 3. This channel has 100K subs. I feel like there are people on YouTube who absolutely love this. Like this is all they watch on YouTube. It's just not for me at all, though. Okay, here's Nobo gave me a few from Iran. Does Persian history be like? We're back to a short video. They use his voice for sleep. Accurate.
Persian history be like. Shahanshah Gormeh Sabzi creates a massive empire containing 99% of the world's population. Built
Based.
an administration that is copied by every country in the surrounding area
Also
for
based.
thousands of years. Guys fighting illiterate women on horses.
Little less based.
Ahura Mazda Lavux 69 changes his name to Prince Ali Kebabi al-Hababi after his conversion to Islam. Now he can work as
Based.
a royal cook. He's making rice where he drops it on the floor. He is punished by having every ligament cut off by scimitar for each fallen grain of rice.
Okay, you don't have. I don't think you even have that many ligaments to cut off. Or if you do, which you might. I don't know that much about ligaments. But I can't imagine that you're able to cut them with such finesse that you could cut out off that many ligaments.
Carpet master Koresh Vasenjan was recently conscripted to make a Persian carpet the size of Rhode Island.
Nice.
After hiring workers from all corners of the planet, he finally completes his work.
Wow.
But the Shadam is conquered by an outside force who takes the carpet and uses it as toilet paper. The Shah is fighting off the 777th invasion this week. The land is conquered, but Persian is lingua franca. Outsiders assimilate or leave. Repeat. If you have any ideas for future videos, comment down below.
Should we comment down below, chat? I don't know. I don't even know what this channel is. That was a great video, though. I can't lie. I learned a lot, and it only lasted a minute. They have Polish history be like. Warhammer 40K Persia. Holy shit. Wow, that was quite a video. The channel is called Master of Raffleness. Okay, here's another one. Country Balls Explained. Is Iran scary? 4 minutes. I've seen Indigo Traveler videos where he went to Tehran, and it seemed really nice actually. Obviously the government seems a little bit whack, but it was like a surprisingly very nice city. I think we in the West have a different view of Iran than what is kind of true.
Iran,
all right,
or better known as Persia.
More text to speech.
From the first impression, you may think Iran is a jerk who wants to get some nuclear bombs. And you are right. But why Iran?
End of video. Great video. Wow, I learned so much. Okay.
Iran wants to get some nukes. The short answer is geography. To the west, the Sunni Muslim Arabs wanted
better
Iranians
voice than the
dead.
horror guy. Actually true.
To the east,
the only thing that could have made it better is TTS Brian. That's all I'm saying.
The unstable Afghanistan and Pakistan is next door. Thus, it makes total sense Iran wanted to get stronger for self-defense.
Okay, but nukes?
Throughout its history, Iran is either a strong bully, or being screwed over by external forces. After migrating to Persis, the Persians at first were screwed by Assyrian Empire, the Medes Empire, before making itself a Persian Empire, or better known as Achaemenid Empire. The Achaemenid Empire was an ancient superpower, stretching across 3 continents. Then, Alexander the Great came over and made everyone spoke Greek. The Parthians
everyone spoke Greek.
Came along and made Iranian language great again. Then, the Sasanian Empire rose up and made Persia even greater. Sasanians and the Byzantines were great rivals, and beat the shit out of each other until there were no energy left for the Persians to defend against the Muslim Arabs. The Arabs loved Persia so much that they eventually become Persianized. After the Umayyads and Abbasid, the Iranian intermezzo
Okay,
period,
this video is not at all like what I thought. I think I'm just gonna nope out of this here. All right. I'm not learning as much from that. Okay, we have a few. Oh my god, we have a lot more. A lot more submissions. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through as much of these as I can. All right, here's a Mississippi one. One of our Mississippi delicacies. Boiled crawfish are basically tiny, tiny freshwater lobsters, and if you cook them right, it makes you want to not stop eating them. All right, crawfish in Mississippi. We got a Mississippi video.
Out here, Columbus, Mississippi, Muddy Water Bar. We about to burn 1,000 pounds of these beautiful crawfish.
Sorry, I just realized I was on the wrong scene.
Look at them monsters, dude. Look at this. Come in here. Oh, look how pretty that is. 1,000 pounds, about to go down tonight. Let's get it, dude.
This is so southern.
I love when they give me the fancy dancing, the poop, the garlic.
Lots of garlic, okay.
We're probably gonna do 500 pounds at a time. Little side kicker right here for the corn.
What the fuck, man? I'm from the South, but I'm not this southern.
We're running 2 pots. Deuce Bigelow right here. We're doing the crawfish.
Deuce Bigelow. All I heard was Deuce Bigelow.
Make sure you don't forget them onions.
Onions, the onions. Do love me some onions. Did you just say I hit that dude?
While we wait for this to come back to that rolling ball, what we do?
Is that lemons? Holy shit, what the fuck?
Now we got that to that rolling ball. Them onions, we got them sweating down with them lemons. I'm gonna hit it with that first bat.
Yeah, this guy has like a Creole accent or something.
Look at here, look at this. Get out of here. Oh boy, another bat. Now.
Get them crawfish in there. Yeah.
They're gonna be saucy boy, yeah.
Yeah, it is. The Louisiana accent is very specific. I've never had crawfish. The way he's preparing them, I'm sure I would like it though. They're all alive, by the way. Yeah.
Now we got them potatoes out there. We check that out. Drop that down. Put that knife away. Get them champignons, dude. Copious amounts of champignons. Get that out
what?
of here. There we
Copious
go.
amounts of
There.
what?
We motivated. We hydrated.
I don't even know what he's saying anymore.
Put them wieners in there, dude.
The wieners in there?
Throw that around.
Yo, this
Dude,
looks
that
like
champignon,
this looks like a hell of a
soaking up that
function.
seasoning on, dude. This is money. Let's take the crawfish. Come on.
That's garlic. Yeah, but he keeps calling it like something else.
Like a hair.
Bro has beef with the boxes.
Coming at you right here, T-boy. Somebody gonna put that on a cracker, dude.
But those are mushrooms. I actually forget this guy is speaking English. So true. Look at all those marshmallows. That's totally what those are. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like he's using an oar. I don't think it's actually an oar though. Yeah, this party looks fun.
Dude, Rubens, Columbus, Mississippi. We got them crawfish balls.
He is in Mississippi.
I don't like catching crawfish twice. I catch them in the water. Now I gotta re-catch them. Look at this.
I gotta re-catch him.
Look at that shit. Oh, in the. Oh, we dumping them all over the ground. Look how pretty it is. Come on, get in close on that. Let me catch another little. Oh, look, give it right here.
I just don't like that all their bits are still on, you know? That's what I didn't really like about lobster either.
Nosebleed coming up here.
You gotta work for your meal.
It's crazy. Let's give one a run, dude. Let's give one a little run. Right out the shell.
Yeah, I bet that's good though.
Back there. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I just noticed the beer holster. Holy shit. That's important.
Put that on a cracker.
All right, that was beautiful. There we go. I actually feel like I got more culture from that than I did from from half the other videos combined. All right, is that Andrew Callahan thing? Andrew learns Canadian slang. So we did get it.
A beauty, eh?
We did get a Canadian video in here. What? It did this fucking thing again. All right, hold up. And it starts off with Canadian Gus Johnson.
What does that mean in typical human terms? This guy's really cool and nice. A, it means like, I don't even know what A is. That's Canadian. A means everything. A. Oh, you're going out, eh? What else we got? Sewer bombings mean you got screwed over. Fuck. Honestly,
fuck.
Andrew, I'm buckled right now, so my brain's not working.
Okay, so first of all, you have I'm cheesed or you're cheesing me. I'm cheesed
What?
means I'm mad. You're cheesing me means you're pissing me off. There's also a life mosh, like when something like messes your life up just for a second. I'll give you an example. One time I dropped all my weed on the floor and like my life was mosh because I couldn't even smoke my weed no more than I just buy.
Nice it. Basically, shut the
Dude, all the Canadian like slang that I've learned comes from Trailer Park Boys. Like calling cigarettes darts. And I'm trying to think of what else. Just the way, it's the entire way that Bubbles talks. Toronto man, fuck that guy. This is such a strong opinion coming in about that particular guy.
up, you feel me? Nice your beak, like you're too annoying. Wagwan, what's up? Buck tea, you feel me? Like a homeless person lurking around. You got ballin' up rules.
The spliff is Aita, don't even pass it to me.
And
This is not Canadian. This is not Canadian. No.
that means there's no grab on the spliff, and that's rough. If you don't smoke with grabba, you don't feel the tump. I don't know.
What does it mean when someone says, I'll girk you, fam?
That means like, don't come near me, I'll fucking hit you. If I have something on me, I'll blap. You feel me? Yeah.
To get girked is to get robbed. When someone girks you, they robbed you or they beat you up. I've been girked before though, but I gurk the man back. Yeah, fam, because it's beef. If a man gurks you, that's beef. So you have to gurk him back. Are you crazy?
Do you say A or anything like that?
Oh, the gas prices, eh? Ukraine doesn't need fuck all.
That guy's like an actual, that's what I think of when I think of Canadian, not this like weird half Jamaican shit that's going on.
Sometimes, yeah. At the end of the sentence, sometimes. Not really. I say fam after every sentence.
Is there anything you won't say?
I won't say shit that'll get me put in jail.
Yeah, this seems like a more of a Toronto thing. Yeah, it's weird that Toronto slang has like become Jamaican though. Yeah, and it is kind of British as well. Very weird. I'm gonna skip the 50 states United States slander. Looking more for specific stuff. What is this?
Bro, are you high?
Let me check.
Wait. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. You know what? I respect this.
Bro, are you high?
Let me check. Yes. High on American spirit.
Yeah, also true. I can relate to that every day of my life. Weakest Chinese spy? This is gonna be impossible for you guys to read. Yeah, we're just gonna skip it. I don't feel like reading it out loud. I've already used my voice too much today. There's a Drew Binsky video on Lagos, Nigeria. Interesting. I have not seen this video. I have seen, though, Indigo Traveler's videos from Lagos, and it seems like an absolutely insane city.
I'm Drew Binsky, and I'm going to show you what $10 can get you in Lagos, Nigeria, country number 175.
Welcome to Nigeria!
All right. Oh, this is kind of loud. Mighty is from Lagos, Nigeria. Cool.
With over 20 million people,
yeah, thank you for the video, Siphon.
Populated city in
Have
Africa
a good one.
And one of the top 10 on our planet.
Lagos.
If you know me personally or through my videos, then you already know.
Yeah, so I learned Spanish in high school, so I thought it was Lagos, which is like lakes in Spanish, until I heard someone say it out loud, and I was like, oh, it's pronounced Lagos.
That I love big cities. That's why I've chosen to live in Seoul, Hanoi, Bangkok, and Manila over the years. I simply love chaotic streets, bright lights, 24-hour nightlife, delicious street food vendors, and the randomness of people passing me by. From first impressions, I can tell you that Lagos is my kind of place, but it's certainly not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, it
tourists
seems
out here
like
are few and far between.
so much action all the time.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, from which state?
I'm from Arizona.
Arizona, United States.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. $10 is about 3,600.
Oh, he knew where Arizona was.
It's time to hit the streets and see.
I guess I wonder sometimes, like I'll go to like Europe and tell people I'm from Minnesota, and they'll be like, okay, like I kind of know where that is. I guess maybe that's why I'm surprised that in Nigeria they knew Arizona. Kind of cool.
What we can get.
Meanwhile, most Americans probably cannot point out Nigeria on a map. I'm just saying.
Okay, we're going to buy some fruit here in Lagos.
Oh, because of the drink. That makes sense, yeah.
That's huge. Are these edible? Like, are they ready to eat? They look like they need to...
Yeah, it's right. Is this right?
Really? Okay, so...
Is that what they... Is that a
They
banana?
have to be like really yellow to eat them. So usually if it's green, it means you have to wait a couple days.
Me after being told Lagos, Nigeria isn't made of Legos.
All right, so...
Oh, well, I've normally I just say I'm from the States because that's what they all call it, is the States. But I would, like, if they ask what state I'm from, I'll say Minnesota. And then I kind of just get like a, okay. It's like they might know like what part of the country it's from. Like the one thing everyone knows about Minnesota is they'll be like, oh, it's cold. It's really cold. And I'll be like, I mean, it's cold part of the year. Like, but yeah, I normally wouldn't lead with I'm from Minnesota. Like, I would just say I'm from the States because that's what everyone, even Canadians say the States. I've noticed. Like, Americans are the only ones that just call it America or the U.S.
We are now on the road. We are heading to the biggest and busiest and craziest market in town, the Eko Market. So my goal is to buy a couple things that are pretty Nigerian. We're gonna
America, yeah, that's what I say every day. So true.
All right, we have arrived here at the market. Let's do it. This is hands down one of the most chaotic and busy markets I've ever been to. On you, on you.
I'm sorry. That's just like, was that just baby powder? that's wild.
So I got powder all over my face because they were celebrating. It's already hard enough to shoot content on the streets of Lagos, and this market makes it all the more challenging, but I absolutely love it. I want to get a Nigerian flag, and luckily the store next to me has exactly what I'm looking for.
Can you flag? Balloon flag. You have the small one, huh?
Got it. Thank you, bro. Okay.
There you go.
I'm getting hungry, and I want to test out some.
Did that say how much?
Hungry, and I want. Bro, okay.
Did that like? Oh, it's up here. I didn't notice. $7.07. Oh, that's how much he spent total. Okay, I was like, damn, that's like not cheap for that little flag.
I'm getting hungry, and I want to test out some local Nigerian snacks.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if some guys came up to me and threw white powder on me because they were quote unquote celebrating anywhere in the world, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing? No, we're not doing that. But it did seem like they showed him the thing. It was just baby powder, but still, goddamn.
Approach the first street vendor I
saw.
he
subtracts from it when. Okay, I see. I'm an idiot. It turns out I'm just an idiot.
Hot. Lift you up, man. Let's give the pup a try. Oh,
is that like a cheese curd?
It's like a donut.
Oh, it's like a donut.
It's like a sweet pastry. It's good.
Oh, damn. That looks really good.
Here's a fun fact about me. I haven't gone a day without wearing at least one bracelet on my right wrist since 7th grade.
Thank you,
it's
Drew. Very cool.
To get a new one for all the memories. Which color do you think I should get? Orange, yellow? I don't know.
Yellow, you can use yellow, you can use blue, you can use black.
All right, so I just got a bracelet here.
Bard knows, yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of like you ever just get those little like sweet pastries? They're almost like really soft like donut holes at like a Chinese restaurant. It almost kind of seems like that. Those usually have like sugar or like powdered sugar on them. I don't know what they're called, but they're good. Like they're really simple, but they taste good.
500?
Yeah, this is a good one.
200, man. It's so small. It's so small. It's like a piece of paper.
I don't know if there's like anywhere in the US that you can actually like haggle like that, other than just as like a complete novelty. Like you could not walk into like a CVS and haggle. That bracelet should have been like 50, by the way. Oh my god. Still though, he spent almost like no money. Like total.
So this is without question the craziest market I've been to in the world. I mean, the cars drive so fast and they don't stop for anyone. Like if you blink or if you lean one way, you're gonna get toppled over by a car. Where are we going? I think we're lost. Okay, I'm following this guy because...
Oh, your message got auto-modded. I can see why, but I know it's a typo, so yeah, you're good.
And yeah. All right, so now we're gonna take a local bus, back to VI, Victoria Island.
You're fine. I figured it was a typo because it doesn't even make sense.
Okay, so change of plans. We were gonna take a bus, and then we found this little rickshaw before, so we're jumping on this thing, which is actually more fun because you can shoot out the window and it's not too crowded.
Bard is canceled.
This day is not complete until we explore Lagos during the night, because the city
go.
becomes electric.
And he still has some of his $10.
So we're here on the beach. We're gonna try some grilled meat right here from this guy. Beef, chicken, goat, everything is here. My nose is leading me to the barbecue stand where these guys are cooking up a wide array of smoked meat.
Yup. That looks good.
I don't know what meat this is. I just kind of grabbed it. Oh man. Last but not least, we head to a local bar to try
Yeah,
the most
that's what I
classic
that's what I
Nigerian
always think too is like you see food just being prepared like on the street and I'm like my weak coddled American digestive system would not would not hold up if I ate that.
alcoholic beverage.
We got palm wine, which is apparently what they drink here.
Interesting. Palm wine. Is it actually made out of palm?
Looks a little bit murky. Like, here we go. It's actually better than I thought. When I smelled it the first time, it wasn't good, but it actually tastes, it's a little bit like sour.
In total, I got a sack of bananas, a Nigerian flag, a bag of Puff Puffs, one
There you go.
bracelet, one keke ride, a smoked barbecue dinner, and a bottle of palm wine.
That's not
for
too bad.
$9.95. And that's what $10 can get you in Lagos, Nigeria. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You've seen my video?
Nice. That was cool. Let's see. I apologize. I don't think I'm gonna make it through all of these. But we're gonna do a dumpster dive next week as well. Make sure you join the dumpster divers with the React roles on Discord, and be notified what the next prompt for the dumpster dive is. I will play one more though. This is from Britta and I's state. This is the food from the Minnesota State Fair. Yeah, Nigeria seems cool. I think it would be very overwhelming, and I probably could not actually like stomach any of the food, but it seems very neat. All right, here we go. State makes 30,000 pounds of French fries every day. So the Minnesota State Fair is either the biggest or the second biggest state fair in the U.S. and it's only after Texas, I believe. Like the state fair is a huge fucking deal here, and I don't know why. I've been, like, it's fun, but it's very random, like how big our state fair is. But yeah, you will see. I guess you will learn some of the culture.
Fairs across the country and try 3 things: a fan favorite, a hidden gem, and a wacky snack. Let's dig in.
Yeah, I've heard the Texas one is huge. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, the cookie buckets are, you gotta get them.
I'm AJ. And I'm Allie. And this is Festival Foodies.
Oh my God.
Today, we're at the Minnesota
Kind of
State
cringe
Fair.
video.
I'm from Minnesota, and let me tell you, this is the peak event of the year for Minnesotans.
Cows.
I'm so excited to be here. I made extra room in my stomach. Good, because you're gonna need it. Let's get started. Let's go.
So the Minnesota State Fair was started in 1854. So we've been around for 160.
The state fair has a
We have
spokesperson.
more than
I guess why
300
not?
Vendors serving up 500 different types of food, 80 of which are on a stick.
They
which
do
is
look
kind
like
of
they're about to
We have
remodel
nearly
your
2
house on
million
HGTV.
people
Yeah, that's
who
very
come
true.
To the Minnesota State Fair.
First up is the fan favorite.
The first place I have to take you is Sweet Martha's Cookies. This place is synonymous with the Minnesota.
So, to be clear, Sweet Martha's Cookies, that's where you go at the end of the day, and you take your fucking bucket of cookies home, and then you keep the bucket. That's part of the deal. You just get the bucket with it. But, yeah. This is, you would never, no one in their right mind goes here first, let me tell you.
Minnesota State Fair. It is by far and away the most popular vendor here.
Those cookies are great, too. They're, like, nice and soft and warm.
It's my turn. Let's go.
I actually grew up
You can get milk,
about a
too.
mile away from the fairgrounds, and as a little girl,
If
wanted
you're
to always
interested
have
in
a
milk.
stand at the Minnesota State
Wait,
Fair.
was that Martha?
Fast forward to
I've never
4
actually
years
seen what she looks
later,
like.
Here we are, and as a little girl,
Oh, yeah, that's her.
wanted to
The heck?
Here we are. On the average, we sell about
See you,
1
Sneeze.
million cookies a day. We can make about 40,000 cookies in 12 minutes. 52 tons of chocolate chip for the whole fair. So Minnesota has a large appetite for cookies. It's really become a great staple of the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah, this is the most popular stand at the state fair. They have like literally like 50, 60 like high school kids working the stand at a time, and literally all they do is take a big scoop and just put it into the bucket. and yet they're all like going all day, and there's always a line. It's actually insane.
When you're handed a bucket
And yeah,
of
they
Sweet Martha's
overstuff the
cookies,
buckets.
it's a sweet, sugary smell that wafts in your nose and makes you so
Martha's
hungry.
playing Cookie Clicker in real life. So true. Yeah,
What are you
40K in 12 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of a random number, but I do believe that's what she
It's
said.
the perfect chocolate chip to cookie ratio. By far.
And they're right out of the oven, so the chocolate literally melts in your mouth because it's still warm and gooey. You know, when you're first handed the bucket, you're like, how am I going to finish that? But
This
then
just
you
feels like an
try
ad,
the cookies, you're
but
like, how am I not going to finish that?
Sweet Martha's cookies
I can
are
eat this bucket
based.
all day long.
Yeah, you don't like eat all those cookies in one day. Have you heard of mom calling? What? Wait, that's no. To answer that, if my reaction didn't already answer that, no, I don't know what that is. Minnesota propaganda.
Sweet Martha's is the fan
That's a
favorite.
bloomin'
Everyone
onion.
knows about this place,
That's
but
straight
I'm
up
gonna
a
take you
Outback
somewhere that
Steakhouse
not
bloomin'
many
onion.
people know about.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
It's time for our hidden gem.
Okay, what is
These
this?
fries are keeping things fresh at the fair.
If there's one thing
Fries?
I love, it's fresh food. So let's dive in.
I mean, fries are good, but like, why is this a hidden gem?
We grown potatoes that were picked just days ago, and we put them straight from the
Yeah, this is
farm into
cringe.
the peeler.
What is
into the-
this? Pickle dog.
Last but not
Bro,
least,
even the pickle dog's not that wacky.
our wacky
Did you do Iowa yet? I don't think I got an Iowa submission.
Minnesota State Fair.
I love pickles. I cannot wait to see how they taste with the pastrami.
We did do a whole section on
We started
on
the pickle
corn,
dog. We've been
though.
at the fair, Minnesota State Fair, for 29 years. We probably
This looks
do
nasty to
thousands of
me.
pickles here at the State Fair a day. The pickle dog, we take pastrami, spread cream cheese on it, and
This-
wrap a
this
pickle
seems
spear
nasty. Am I
around it.
crazy?
We do get a lot of repeat customers back at the pickle dog stand. They like the pastrami. I grew up in Minnesota. My husband grew up in Minnesota and loved the Minnesota State Fair.
I've never had
Like, I like all these things individually, but together I'm kind of like, what, why?
anything like this before, so I don't really know what to expect right now.
Me neither, but let's go for it.
All right.
All right, this is not the best video I could have watched on the Minnesota State Fair. And you can blame Britta for that because she submitted it. Okay, I will look up this Iowa thing, though. And then this will be the last thing because I've already gone like 2 hours. This is what people... This is like when people make Minnesota sushi. Wait, Iowa State Fair mom calling. What the what the fuck is this? Okay, all right, this is not... Oh, wait, I have a good one. I have actually a good Minnesota one to show. And then that has to be the last one.
Oh, Timothy, sweet honey nuts, time for you to come home.
Oh, I don't like honey nuts.
Brewster, Daddy Boo Boo Bear.
This is so Midwestern that it hurts. I say as someone who has lived most of their life in Minnesota. And just the Midwest in general. Did I miss anything interesting? It's like impossible to convey everything that you missed. So just enjoy Iowa State Fair husband calling and mom calling contest. That one was weak. Dwayne!
Oh, I think I'm having another contraction. Oh,
What?
I think they're about 28, 30 minutes apart. Yeah, I think you better get back up here to the camper. Yeah, right now.
That one was insane. I love how, by the way, the entire audience is spending this entire time looking extremely unamused. Oh, she was first place. So true. So true.
What in the southern hell?
This is Iowa, dude. This isn't even the South.
I mean, it's official. If something were to ever happen between me or the bike, I would go first.
Ha ha ha. Oh, and then the kids do it. Based.
Please! Mom, I want to! Mom! Mommy!
Mom, I shitted and farted. I shitted and pissed. Sponsored by Trojan Condoms. All right, I can't do this. I can't do this. But wow. Wow. Okay, this is the last thing that I want to show from Minnesota. Fucking God. It's like the same energy. Yes. Whoa. God, there's got to be a shorter
Mother
one.
found the piss straw.
POV. These have so many views. 2.9 million views. This is a Minnesota State High School all hockey hair team.
Hello and welcome to the all hockey hair team. A loaded
There is nothing that represents the state of Minnesota better than
tournament
this.
this year with star power and top teams. I had to do my homework. The kids have all raised their game, so I had to build an entirely new algorithm to figure out this
algorithm.
And then we had a huge development as I'm in the middle of getting ready. We lost our longtime sponsor.
What?
Reached a number that is no longer in service. Please check the number and try again.
My first choice for a new sponsor was Surge because it's delicious, but I had to settle for Warrior. More on that later. I was also still stinging from last year because I missed a kid from Chisago Lakes. His name was Griffin, or as I call him, the Dandy Lion, the king of the hair jungle. Not sure what
Holy
happened.
shit.
His hair got matted down when he put his helmet on or something crazy. But I had to rally. The kids were getting ready themselves, doing their primping, their pruning, shaking it out to get themselves ready for the big game. I had to rally too. I made my care packages of awards, and the Salad Santa was ready to see who was on the nice list. It starts with Cody from New Ulm, who's going with just an old school, rugged mullet. We next have Grady from Apollo,
Grady.
who just comes in hot, almost takes out the cameraman. I think the airbag went off when he did that. That's at regular speed there, as you can see.
Yeah, this
Next
is
we have
Minnesota in a nutshell.
a kid
All right, I'm just going to skip to number one here. Oh, here we go. Number one.
Ellen, he's that good. I think we're going to call him Flobio. I also love the assist from his buddy who just looks horrified as he's waiting for it to happen. But at number one, I found a diamond in the rough here. Look at this
All right,
guy in the background.
number one.
Breck brought nothing to the tournament, but deep in the background, they put a number 55. He comes out after the goalies and just kills it. He doesn't even say hi to anyone. That's a man.
There you go. This is what happens in Minnesota. An average day in Minnesota right there is a man grading hockey hair. So yeah, that is the state that I live in. I've never played hockey in my life, at least not ice hockey. And yet here I am